Hello everybody, welcome to the Bull Your Capitals course on complete course on trading. So this is your first lecture of the course and we will be seeing TradingView for pro traders. We'll be exactly looking as to how professional traders use TradingView and we'll also understand what exactly TradingView is. So I will be guiding you to making sure that how you can create an account for those of you who are new to TradingView. So let's understand what exactly TradingView is. So TradingView is a platform, you can say, where investors, market enthusiasts, educators, and a few other people come to share their views on market. It's not completely like social media for investors and investment, but I would say it is more than that. It is an advanced platform which will help you visualize the market, what exactly goes in the market, any trends, and people also share few things. I will take you to the TradingView site, but let's understand how to create an account first. So as you can see here, we will first navigate to tradingview.com. The site is in tradingview.com. Okay, so this is the website. You can go and browse this website. Then later what you will do is you will be navigated to this screen, exactly what you can see here, and then you have to click on this icon here, right? It will be like an account creation, so you can kind of go and click on this, and the first option which says sign in. Right now, let me show that to you. I can clear the drawings and I'll go to in.tradingview.com, and here let me just log out. Okay, so this is exactly how TradingView site looks like. So what we'll exactly do is click on this and we can go to sign in. Now suppose you do not have an account already. In my case, I have the account, but in case you do not have, you can sign in through Google or Facebook. You can, your Twitter, LinkedIn, and you can directly use your email as well. So let me quickly log into my account. All right, so now that I have logged into my account, you can see this is the home page. Now this will be just an introduction. I won't go in depth to everything because we will actually not be using most of it, right? I will focus on things, tools, and the different kinds of panels what usually professional traders use, right? But just gist for all of you, we have two panels here, right? The left hand side basically is like a social media where people kind of put articles, videos, or their views on different things. So you can see something like editors picks, you can see strategies, you can see stock ideas and all those things. The right hand side is a little more about the market itself. So you can see brokers. Now let me remind you, now none of the Indian brokers are in kind of, they do not have an MOU kind of thing with TradingView. So I would say that this is for people who are in US. Again, they have market summary, you have indices, not only Indian market, but also you have NASDAQ, you have UK, you have Singapore, and all those different indices. You also have currencies, again, futures, people who want to know about crypto, they have, stocks and bonds, the US bonds, and a lot of other things. It has more in depth about the market itself. So let's not waste our time and jump in to what we were supposed to learn, right? So let's see what we have. We know exactly how to open an account now. Now let us see what are the different types of panels and how you can use charts in TradingView. So I will be giving you an overview of the TradingView, exactly what it is. So let's begin by knowing how to exactly go to it. So we will just click on charts, right? And you will be navigated to a chart like this. Now it might differ, and give me a minute. So this is how your chart usually looks like. All right, now here on the top left side, if you can see this place here, this represents the company, right? So here currently I have bank nifty. Let me just go and type TCS, say for example, and it will display the chart of TCS. Right now, please remember that there are different things here, and I will begin with the leftmost panel that you can see. Now, this leftmost panel contains tools that will help you figure out what all is required for you to know about the market and do some drawings. So let's see what we have on the left hand side. So on the left hand side, we first have the trend line tools. Now, what is trend line exactly? I will not be going in depth, but I'll be showing you what that tool looks like. So if you can see, this is the trend line tool, right? You can kind of draw trend lines with it, and if you click on this, you will have different things that are here. Now trend line is to see which which trend a market is following. Say for example, I want to draw a trend line to say if if there is support or not, then I would just join this, right? I would navigate here, click on this. You can use alt T as well, right, for trend line. That's the shortcut. And if I click on this and then extend like this, it will kind of give me a trend line, so you know the market, how it is moving and all those things, right? A little more, yeah. So you can see this is the trend line. Again, we have arrow and ray, so you can kind of experiment with it, right? I am going to focus on things that will be necessary for this course specifically, right? Again, we usually use horizontal line, vertical line, things like that, that will help you know where exactly. So for horizontal line, if I have to say, so this is my cursor, and I will just place it on a point. Say for example, I want to draw horizontal line at this place here, the highest point here. I will just place my cursor on that particular point, right? So this is here, and I'll either press Alt H, that will give me the horizontal line, or another thing that I can do is click on this and put a horizontal line here, right? So what I exactly did is I went to that trend line option, clicked on the horizontal line, and then moved and put it exactly where we want. So say for example, I wanted this point, I went and clicked on it. So you can see there is a horizontal line that is displayed. The shortcut for this is Alt H. I hope it was clear. Now, say for example, you want to remove the drawings. I would right click on it and say remove drawings. So your chart, all the drawings that you have done, your chart will be clear of those drawings, right? I hope you got an idea. The same goes with vertical line. So say for example, I want to draw a vertical line. I'm just, this is for example, I'll place my cursor and press Alt V. It will give me a vertical line. Another option that you have is click on the vertical line and just choose your points and click on it, right? So this will give you your vertical lines. There are various other tools that you can find under this trend line option, that is your cross line. Say for example, you want to know where a particular stock ends and meets. There is also parallel channel. So parallel channel, say for example, I want to know where exactly it is going, and I click this, right? So this is the parallel channel, how it is moving and all those things. I can kind of trace. This is like how it is moving, and is it moving elsewhere also. So you can check something like this. I'm just going to clear, I'm sorry, I'm going to remove the drawings, right? I hope this was clear to you. Now, yes, as the pop-up was there, I wanted to tell there is a free version and a paid version as well, both of which have different, options available, different advantages. Yes, free obviously has lesser number of options available for you than the paid version. But if you're just starting out, I think free version will be enough for you, right? So let's see what we have next. So we understood trend line tools, we saw what trend line was, the horizontal line, vertical line, cross line, parallel channel, and all those things. We will now see the retracement and prediction tools. Now let's move back to our trading view. And yes, so if you can see, this is the replacement and prediction tools. Here you will find a lot of things that will help you when you're analyzing your charts, right? So if you can see, there is Fibonacci, retracement, there's retracement and prediction basically. So you'll get a lot of different options here for you to analyze. Right now here, I generally will focus on Fibonacci replacement here because that's what I focus on, and that's what we'll be learning in this course. So say, how do you draw a Fibonacci replacement if you want to say? And you can see the alternative, that is the shortcut, that is Alt F. If you press Alt F, it will come. Another way is go directly here and choose Fibonacci replacement of whichever retracement prediction tool that you want to see, right? So I'll just click on Fibonacci retracement. I will select the low here and the high over here, right? So this will kind of give me the Fibonacci retracement, and I will know, I'll be able to analyze the stocks better, right? Now there are various other things that you want to even check. There's this GAN box and Fib channel, there is pitchfork and all those things. Currently we'll not be using in our course, and I will be focusing on the things that we'll be working on. So here I have the prediction tools and the retracement done for you. Next we have the drawing tools, right? So say for example you want to draw, and you want to know how things are, you want to kind of mark, and for your own understanding in future, we have the drawing option. This is the draw tool. Now if you can see, this is brush, but if you kind of expand that, you will get all these options here. So brush is like a freehand tool. You can kind of say, if you want to mark, I say, this is like an uptrend that is currently going, can you see now, this is like a sideways, it's like a freehand tool, right? Now you can again right click, remove drawings, or Control Z would work. Now if you want to highlight a particular, this is the highlighted version, you want to say this was the sideways trend, that is highlighter. Next, rectangle, say for example you want to highlight this place. So you would say, okay, this is the sideways and this is the rectangle that you're making. Similarly, it goes for all the other tools, right? Now path is something that I want to show you all. This will help you when you're analyzing. So what path does is, you want to show a particular path. Let me just clear the drawings, right? So I selected path, and I want to show how this particular path went, so if I say, I'll just click here, and if you can see, there is an arrow that comes down along with the cursor. So I will be like, and I click once, so you can say this is a downtrend. Can you see automatically what happens is, it joins from the last point that you had clicked, and again an arrow comes which will show the path. So I'll say, okay, there was an increase, there was breakout here, and again the market went uptrend, and then again sideways. So you can do, now what you have to do for ending, just right click, it will go away, but you can show the path like that. I hope it was clear, right? Next, what we have is arc, rotated rectangle. So you can kind of experiment. Not very important for this course specifically, but this is more for your understanding, and to for you to know what will kind of happen, or what you had marked in your previous analysis, right? So let's take a look at what we have next. So next we have is the text tool. Suppose you want to write a few things, excuse me. Yes, so text tool, if you can see, this is the text tool. Now if I want to kind of put one text here, I will go and type something. If I want to type that sideways trend here for you to analyze specifically. You can change your border, whatever you want to do, format this text. You'll just put OK, and you can drag and put it here. Say for example, this was the sideways, small sideways trend that I saw. So kind of a text tool, basically, understand, right? You can go ahead and put it. You can put note, if you have an idea that this can go up, you have your own strategies, you can put. Again, I have balloon, price label, call out. So these are all like, you can go ahead and put it and type. It is all text format only. Next, moving on, we have give me a minute. Yes, we have the pattern tools. Now, pattern tools are exactly this, right? Now, what you can see here is XABCD pattern or ABCD pattern. What basically it says is you want to see how a particular how particular company is representing and what pattern it follows. So I'll just click here, then I'll just go ahead, click here, right? So can you see, if you can see, this is the pattern it follows, and it will show you X, A, B, C, D, and these are all the points that you can see, right? And this is again for all of you. I will be telling people, if you do not know how to use it, we will explain in our further analysis and the course. So head and shoulders, again, if you want to show, wait, let me just remove my drawings. Yes, so head and shoulders, if you want to say if there was a particular stock that moved up. Okay, I can't find any right now. Okay, so say for example, it can't really say head and shoulders, but there was one here. This is the left shoulder. This was, I'm sorry, oops. Yeah, so head and shoulders again. So head and shoulders is used to represent particular. This is the left shoulder. This is say, so this is the left shoulder. So head and shoulder is another pattern. We have, say for example, the left shoulder, and then I have the head, and then I have again the right shoulder. Now I know it is, so head and shoulder is another pattern that you can show. We will tell you how exactly to use it as and when we move forward in the course. Next, we are done with trendline tools, retracement and prediction tools, drawing tools, text tool, pattern tool that I told. Yes. So we have next is symbols. So we are done with trendline tools, retracement and prediction tools, drawing tools, text tools, pattern tools. Yes, we are left with symbols. Now these are, for, okay, let me show you. So these are like, the icons are the symbols that we can use. You can kind of put, you just want to say, put a star here. You just go put a star here. This is for making sure that you have some kind of symbol for your representation. You want some dollars, you can do that as well. Yeah, see here, there's a dollar sign here, anything that you want. Now again, this was all about the left panel that we will be using and what professional traders use. Yes, obviously there are other things like measure, you want to zoom in, but there's magnets, zoom in and zoom out, and you want to hide a particular thing. So this is all about the left panel. I hope you've got some understanding about what exactly we'll be discussing, right? Let me clear this chart, and this was all about the left panel. So let's see what we have in the top panel now. So we have kind of covered this left panel, and let's move on to the top panel. So top panel, there are quite a few things that I want to show you all. So let's move to the top panel, and if you can see this, starting from here, you have your top panel, right? Starting from here till this entire thing. So what does it say? So the first thing is your stock exchange. I'm sorry, your stock change. So here, if you can see, we have the stocks. This is the symbol search. So you can click on that and type. Say for example, I want Infosys. So I'll just type Infosys, and you can see here Infosys Limited is here. And this will display the chart of Infosys. All right. So if you don't want to click, you can directly type like I am, you don't have to specifically click here. You can directly type TCS and it will start coming, or any other stock that you want. So this was about the stock. Let's see what we have next. Next is the time frame, a very important I would say a tool, right? This is the time frame, this particular thing that you can see here. Now it shows what time frame this chart is. Now this is the 30-minute. If you click on this, you can see 1 second, 5 second, 15 second, minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour, 1 day, 1 week, 1 month, and you can specify the range also, right? So this specifies the time frame. Usually we will be dealing, with minutes and days or weeks, right? But again, there are a few things. So these are all that are available to you, but there are a few which are available only for the premium users, the paid version. All right. So if I want to say go to a daily chart, the day-to-day chart. So if you can see, this was the day chart. Now if you want to kind of look, you see this cursor and this price. Just if you decrease this, the kind of the chart decreases, and this is the daily chart of TCS, right? If you want to say, for example, look at 30-minute chart or the 15-minute chart, right? Now this is the 15-minute chart. Now it is, you cannot see the candle. Again, you can expand and to zoom in, you can move your mouse cursor and you can move and increase it like this, so it is much more clear. So I'll just jump back to a daily chart. It will be easier for me to even explain, and I'm decreasing this, right? I hope you understood what the time frame is, how it works. Next is the chart type, very very important. Again, this is the chart type. If you want, so this is exactly the candlesticks, right? You call this as the candlestick type of chart. Now you want bar chart, it will be in the form of bar chart. You want Heikin-Ashi, you can have Heikin-Ashi as well, but we will be using only the candlesticks here. So here I'm choosing candles. It is easier, and you can say it is the very basic way of using chart and analyzing the market, right? You will understand what exactly candlesticks, how to read them, and all those things for people who do not know. And next we move to understanding compare, right? So if you want to compare two companies, say for example, I can just type here. So I have TCS here, I have Infi here, right? And then can you see this represents, so one is your TCS, and this one you can see is Infi. Can you see this orange one? That is Infi, right? So you can kind of compare two charts and two companies and two stocks and how they are moving with the market, right? So I hope you have understood about compare. You can compare your stocks, whatever it is, right? And then we have indicators. Yes, very important. Now say for example you have okay, yes, so indicators, say for example I want RSI. Now these are indicators. For if you don't know what indicators are, we will tell you exactly in depth as and when we move ahead, but this is for beginners as well. So stay tuned. I'm sure you will learn quite a lot of new things here. RSI, say for example, or if I want to have Bollinger Bands, right, BB. So I'll just click on this FX. You can see I'll just click on that and start typing. So I'll use Bollinger Bands, and you can see these Bollinger Bands here. Now if I want MACD, right, moving average convergence divergence, and you can see I have MACD as well, right? So this will display MACD and you can analyze better. This was about the indicators. Next we move to financials. Now financials is something that you want to kind of look at income statement or balance sheet of any other the company or the stock you have chosen, right? So say for example I just see balance sheets and cash flow or the statistics, whatever it is, you can kind of see at this place which says financials, right? Next we have templates. So I think, yeah, we have templates here. Now what are templates? So say for example you have particular stock here, TCS, right? And you usually use Bollinger Bands, MACD, RSI, whatever it is, to analyze, right? In that case, I can use these templates. Now if you can see, there are already pre-existing templates that are available, oscillators or swing trading if you want to do. There are already, so can you see here, let me come to oscillators. You have volume or stochastic RSI, you have just RSI, and then channel index and all these things. So if you click on this, this will kind of, can you see, it gave you a template, right? It will stay here like this. And say for example, in case I want an indicator template of my own. Now if you're in the free version, you will be allowed only one indicator template of your own to choose, right? Now what all do you want? Say for example, I don't want the stochastic, so this is stochastic RSI. I'll just delete this. Let me just make it easier for you, right? Say I have this, so I have the volume obviously, and I have this TCS thing. Now if I want to create a template, and let me put some indicators. Say I have Bollinger, sorry, Bollinger bands I have, and I use MACD. Okay. Okay, so this is what I usually use to analyze. Now I want this template to be there. This is like my personal template that I want to create. So I will just say save indicator template. I will just put it as I'm just giving a new name as new. I'll remember symbol and the interval. Can you see saved indicators? What all are there? What are there? So there is volume, there is Bollinger Bands and MACD. So I'll just go ahead and save. So if you click on templates again, can you see this? This is your new, the template that you have created that. So any stock you go and you click on templates, you will find new and you can click on that and these three things will appear. All right. I hope it was clear. You can create your own template for paid version. You can create a number of templates, but if you're on a free, you can create only one, right? You can also use default templates that are available here. So I hope that was clear on the templates part. Let's move to understanding alerts. Yes, so very important alerts. You can actually create alerts through various methods, but as we are on the top panel, I'm just helping you understand about the alert. So I can just create an alert. Say for example, if TCS is crossing value 3717, so currently it is if I want to change it, if I say 3718 or anything, I can create an alert. A pop-up will be shown to you. If you, in case you have the Tradingview app, you can get notified on the app. You can get an email sent to you, if you have. So it says, if you click on that, it says install Tradingview mobile app. So you need to have an app, and that's how it will send an alert. So you can set an alert name, kind of the TCS is crossing this. If you want to put a buy, then an alert will be sent to you saying that TCS has crossed this price, you can go ahead and buy. So you get these kinds of alert, and if you click on create, currently I am not creating an alert, but you can go ahead and create alerts for yourself as well. Right now, I hope this was sufficient for you. Now again, what sound you want to play, send email to SMS, all those things you can do. Another way to create an alert is right click, and can you see here, add alert, right? If you add alert, the same window pops up and you can create your own alert. Another way is to create alerts from the right hand side, this pane that you can see here, and you can create alert. So this was another way. Currently I will not be moving there. I'll help you understand from the top panel itself, right? So next, let's see what we have. Next is bar replay, right? Very important. If this is the bar replay, and here you can kind of give the speed, and yes, so you can just select this point here and you can see here. Okay, I'll just click on play, and if you can see, can you see this? I can decrease the speed or increase the speed, and accordingly, if you can see on the right hand side, this side, it is getting played here. So it will replay how the market went, right? So I hope bar replay was clear for you. Yes, okay, so I'm just exiting that bar replay mode, And this was all about the top panel. So I hope you have understood this entire top panel, right? And now we will move on to the right panel. So before I move on, let me just check if I've covered everything. Yes, I have told you about the stocks, the time frame, the chart type. I have told you about how to compare stocks, how to set your own indicators, Bollinger Bands, MACD, RSI, stochastic RSI, whatever you want, right? Then we know how to select financial if you want to check the kind of the income statement or the balance sheet. But I would personally say for financials, there are many other sites that we'll also be telling you, and they're better, right? We will help you out with that. Next is templates. You can create your own templates or choose from default, and that you can use it for any of your stocks. Next, we know how to create alerts, and we have also seen bar replay. So let's move on to the right panel now. Now, right panel, we will see, right? Let me move on to our trading view site. Let me just clear all these things so it will be easier for you and clear this chart, right? Just go reset the chart. Yes. And remove indicators, right? So it is easier for you and it is less cluttered. Next, now you can see on our right hand side, let me move this for you. Right hand side, you can see this is the right hand pane. And what is the first thing? That is watch list. So this is the watch list. If you want to see particular stock, how it's moving and everything. So you can see Bank Nifty, Sensex, how it is going. You can, any other kind of Forex or crypto, whatever it is. Again, TCS, how it is going. You can actually see here. It is a live one, right? Currently, what is the price that is going? So TCS, you can see this again. Moving on, you can kind of see the chart panel will also say the price, but yes, can you see here? Yeah. So this is the chart panel, and the right hand side will show you the current price, what is getting today. Can you see here what's happening? Market is open and all those things, 0.74% up, things like that. Next, we have alerts. So this I already showed you. You can create an alert from here, and you create an alert and this pops up. You can add your conditions, options, and alert actions, what you want it to do and how to get notified. This was all about. Next, you want to see news, what's happening about TCS. So can you see we have selected TCS, and most of it is the news of TCS. So it will say it is to deploy cloud platform for US food companies, supply chain transformation, and all those news that you can get about that particular stock. You can also get for other stocks as well, depending on what you choose, majorly whatever you select, right? Next is we will be looking into the data window, right? So data window specifically talks about the current price, current today's, what was the high, low, what is the close that had happened yesterday, the previous day, all those things. One day you can see the change, what is that, 0.74% up than what was seen previously, the last trade by LTP, right? You can see what price it opened, what is the high, what is the low, and all those things, the previous high and low, right? So the data window is very important because say for example you don't know what the price is, you can just go ahead, click, and you will get to know. Next is hot lists. Now these are all those things that I will be discussing and using in the course. So there are various other things. If you can see, I'm not going to go and tell you about all, because we will be focusing on that niche segment that we want. That is the tool that we want to analyze. Right now, hotlist kind of tells you which are the volume gainers in BSE, what are the percent change losers and all those things. So it will kind of give you, see here, you can see the volume gainers at BSE or Suzlon, and then we have all these other companies that we have listed, that has got listed in the hot list. So it will help you understand about any other stock that you have picked up, right? So I hope the right hand pane was clear to you, right? I'll just close this. If you click on that, it will get it will move basically, right? So if you can see this panel here, the middle section where you can see the chart, that's called the chart panel, right? Now here it will tell you about the name of the stock that you have selected, This is the time frame, which exchange it is, right? We have BSE, NSE, which one it is, and it will kind of tell you about when the market was open per second, and it will kind of give you some information. Now say for example you want to know at the high low for this particular candle here, right? I'll just mark it so it will be easier for you. This candle, say for example, so what will happen is that can you see, if you hover on this particular candle, and I want you all to see this place, see here, OHLC. Can you see? So this will tell you about the open, high, low, and close. So this candle, can you see? The open was at 3360, high was 3480, low 3357, and close was 3463. And what was the percentage increase? What was the change basically? Percent change, right? So than the previous day, it was 3.3% higher than the previous day. So it gives all those information, right? And yes, this basically shows you about the chart, and this was the chart panel. So I hope I have covered everything. Let's just review and understand what exactly we have. So we have mainly the three panes or the panels. First is the left panel, where we saw about the trend line tools, all the different, you can draw trend line, horizontal line, vertical line, cross parallel channel that we can draw, and all those things came under the trend line tools. Next we saw retracement and prediction tools, right? We saw how to draw the Fibonacci retracement, mainly because we'll be using that, the Fibonacci retracement. Next we saw drawing tools, the brush, rectangle. We also saw how to use path, all those tools that we saw. Next we saw text tool, in case you want to add any text. Then there was a pattern tool, where we saw how to draw a pattern, XABCD pattern, or the head and shoulder pattern, all those patterns that we saw. Next came symbols, if you want to add a few symbols just to make sure that you have made it more personalized and for you to understand in TradingView. Then we moved to the top panel and we saw how to select stocks. You can directly type in or go and click on that stock. We saw time frame, 1 minute, 1 minute also is available, hourly chart, daily chart, monthly, weekly chart, and all those things you can select from the time frame on the top panel. Then we saw the chart type, candlesticks, bar type, we can Hikanashi, all those kinds of chart types we saw. Then we saw how to compare two stocks. How do you compare different, how it's going according to the market, and all those things. Next, we saw indicators. We saw how to select indicators that we want, your Bollinger Bands, RSI, MACD, stochastic RSI, all those things that we covered today, right? Then we saw about financials. Then we saw templates, how you can create your own templates, alerts. Basically, there are three ways of creating alert. One is to click the option on the top panel. Another one is to click on the right hand panel. And the third one was right click and create alert, right? Add alert, basically what it says. Next, you want to see how a particular market moved. Then you can use the bar replay option on the top panel. So this was about the top panel. And then we moved and saw the right panel. It was more about market, the news and everything, right? So we saw watch list, what a particular, which are the companies and what are they exactly doing. Then we saw obviously alerts, news headlines, what's news, if because see, your market analysis also depends on news. If there's some major news coming up, your analysis has to be done according to that, because that's how people and the market move, right? Next we saw data window, which will tell you the high, low, open, close, and the percentage change of the particular stock or the stock that is selected and you have selected here, right? Next we saw hot list, which were the volume gainers, which are the percent change losers, and all those things that we saw, BSE and SC, we can see all those things. So this was majority of the things that was important for you to know when you are analyzing your stocks. So I hope you have understood how to use TradingView. I would say go ahead and experiment a little. It's fine. You can, just select a dummy stock and use these tools for your understanding. In case you do not know how to use those tools, do not worry. We will be covering, but you can use these basic tools that you can see here. We will definitely help you out and understanding what exactly it is. Say for example, you don't know about Fibonacci retracement or something. We will come up with the upcoming lectures. Till then, I hope you have enjoyed this lecture. I will see you in the next one. Till then, happy trading and goodbye.